I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do, like, talk and do my makeup at the same time. Not use and look in the camera and also look in the mirror, but whatever, we'll figure it out, right? Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing something that I probably should have done a while ago. I am going to be doing a get to know me. So while I'm doing the get to know me, I am gonna do my face just because I just want to stare and answer questions about myself. I feel super awkward. Just random questions, and hopefully if there's anything that I did not answer that anyone would like to know, I would love if you leave them in the comments below. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to this channel so that you're notified whenever I do, and click the notifications so that you're notified whenever I do post a new video. I have been consistently posting videos on Sundays and Wednesdays, so here we go, I guess, right? I don't know if I should say what I'm doing to my face. I'm gonna start with a hydrating primer from Fenty Beauty. First question is my name, my full name. So my name is Natasha. My first name is Natasha. I was named by my sister after a Russian model from the 80s. And my middle name is Ifoma. I know some people do pronounce it Ifioma, but it is Ifoma. It is from the Nigerian Igbo tribe. My father is from Nigeria and my mother is from South Carolina. And so my first name again is Natasha, middle name is Ifoma. So that's what I go by, Natasha Ifoma. I was born on May 23rd. I am a Gemini till I die. Gemini, and I was born on May 23rd in the year of 1980. So next month I will be 42 years old. I hope this is not like as awkward for everyone else as it is for me, because it's super awkward. Like super awkward. I am from and live in New York City. I have been in New York City all my life. I was born in the Bronx and I grew up in Upper Manhattan, part of Upper Manhattan called Washington Heights. I moved to Mount Vernon when I was 17 years old and moved back to the Bronx. Well, I moved to Yonkers when I was about 26, and then I moved back to the Bronx when I was about 29. This is really difficult, like to do both things at the same time. I don't see how girls do this. Like, give the credit where it is due, okay? Okay, so let's find some more questions because I'm just randomly doing this. So the next question is my favorite drink. My absolute favorite drink in the whole wide world is iced tea. Not necessarily like a sweet iced tea. I love green tea, but any kind of tea combination, like a mango hibiscus. Pure Leaf has this mango hibiscus that I love. But any kind of cold tea with a flavor, like fruit combination, I'm like obsessed with. So my education, as far as my education, I did go to high school in Manhattan. I went to Mother Cabrini High School, which is no longer in existence. And I did go to a few colleges. I went to SUNY Brockport. At first, I failed out of that college. Then I went to Monroe Community College, which was up in Rochester, something like that. Failed out of that college too. Came back and went to Westchester Community College, where I did extremely well, and graduated from Lehman College, where I did extremely well as well. I graduated with a social work degree, and doing my internship, I realized and decided that I absolutely did not or could not do social work for a living. So I skipped that and started to jump around and do different jobs. The last 9-to-5 job that I had, I quit in 2016. 9-to-5 jobs are just not a thing for me. I went from job to job to job. I would get very bored very easily. And I guess maybe I could say that I had some issues with authority. And that's when I went into entrepreneurship. I started with being a celebrity fashion stylist, which I will do a video on that. People ask me about that a lot, so I'll definitely do a video on my life as a celebrity fashion stylist. I also began entrepreneurship, so I started a boutique where I sold custom jewelry. That just kind of phased out for me. After that, I did continue to do fashion styling and to work in production on different commercials and videos and television shows. I did a lot of reality shows, like Black Ink. I did How Far Is Tattoo Far. I did a Keisha Cole show. I did Growing Up Hip Hop. A whole bunch of different shows I worked on as far as production. And now I am mainly focused on my content creation, and I have a project coming up, which I will talk to you guys all about, but I don't want to say anything until it's full blown and in place. So that's something exciting that I have coming up. I do have 2 children. Their names are Champ and Chase. Champ is the oldest. He is 15 years old. He will be 16 this year in August. And Chase is the youngest. He is 10 years old and he will be 11 in September. I am 2 and done. 2 boys. Boy mom. Not happening again. That's it. The next question is, how tall am I? I am 5'7". I'm more like 5'6.9", but I just average it out to 5'7". Next question, do I speak any other languages? I do not. The only language that I speak is English. Yo hablo un poquito español, but not enough. I should be actually ashamed of myself for not knowing more Spanish. But the next question is, what is my favorite thing to do? And my absolutely favorite thing to do is to travel. I love to travel. I love to go to places. I love to go to different hotels. I love to experience different countries and different islands. It's my absolute favorite thing to do, and it is exactly what I want to make a living of. So the next question is, how many different countries have I traveled to? I've been to a number of countries. I've actually been to the same countries a few times. So I have been to Costa Rica twice. I have been to Jamaica about 4 or 5 times. Love Jamaica. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Dubai, as you can see in my recent videos. I've been to the Dominican Republic. I've been to Canada. I really have to make a bigger portfolio for as much as I love to travel. So that's definitely my goals for the next few years of my life, is to expand my travel portfolio. Next question is my favorite movie. My absolute favorite movie in the whole wide world is Boomerang. Boomerang, Boomerang, Boomerang. I know just about every line in that movie. And I have watched that movie so many times, and I can still watch that movie over and over and over. There's no movie in the world that compares to Boomerang. The next question is, do you have any siblings? That's a little complicated, but I do have a sister that I grew up with. I mean, she's 12 years older than me, so she moved out when I was 6 years old. So we've gotten closer as we've been older, but I do have other siblings from my dad's side. I have 2 brothers and 3 other sisters that I don't really have much of a relationship with, but they are my siblings. So yes, the answer is yes, I do have siblings. Next question is, do I have any pets? I do not have any pets. I am not a big, huge pet fan. I don't think I'll ever have any pets. I had a fish named Bunchy Crash Dally, and the fish jumped out the fishbowl. So yeah, that was my last pet, and I don't see it happening again. Question, and these are just absolutely random questions, so please, like I said, in the comments below, leave me any questions that you would desire for me to answer, and I would be so happy to answer them. But the next question is PC or Mac, and the answer is absolutely Mac. Everything that I have is all thing iPhone. I am iPhone snob. I have Apple everything, so absolute Mac each and every time. The next question asks me to rate my childhood on a scale of 1 to 10. And although I did not have a terrible childhood, I would probably rate my childhood at 4, maybe even a 3. I have another video where I talk about where I vaguely talk about some childhood trauma and depression and anxiety and things like that. And I haven't had enough courage to go deeper into that, but that's what I give my childhood on a scale of 1 to 10. The next question is your favorite television show. I'm not too much into television, but I will say that anything Power is my absolutely fave. I am obsessed with anything Power. I love Razin Kanan more than any of the other shows. I do need to catch up on Tommy's show, or Force, we call it Tommy. I need to catch up on that show, but that I would say would be my favorite. I'm really not a television person, like, at all. So that's that. The next question is my favorite fragrance, and that changes from time to time. I would say right now my favorite fragrance is Valentino Donna in Roma. Is my absolute fave, but my all-time fave is Jean Paul Gaultier. Love that fragrance, even though it doesn't last. The Valentino lasts forever and ever and ever and ever. I wash my clothes and I can still smell the Valentino in it. So Valentino's everything. The next question is my favorite song, and my favorite song at the moment would be Over by Lucky Daye. I absolutely love that song. I'm a person that I listen to the same music over and over and over. I get stuck on the same song. So in general, I am still stuck on Summer Walker from 2018, 2017, and 2019. But right now I'm feeling Lucky Daye a lot. So the next question is, who is your hero? And that's a tough question. Do you pick one person as your hero? Do you pick multiple people as your hero? Do you pick someone that you don't know personally as your hero? And just answering this question off the top of my head, I would have to say, and I never thought that I would say something like this, but I would have to say that I pick me as my hero. I am a person who has been through so much mentally and emotionally, and for those of you who don't know, I am a leukemia survivor. So to have survived such a life-threatening disease so gracefully, I don't really pat myself on the back about that. And so I guess this is me patting myself on the back, saying that, you know what, I'm really, really proud of not only getting through it, but how I handle it and how I continue to handle it on a daily basis. So that's my answer. For today, to answer this question, I am my hero. And yeah, I'm proud of that. I really am. My favorite book to read. So my favorite book right now is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I actually have read that book, and I listened to that book over and over and over because it is so encouraging, and it's so, she's just so raw about so many different things, and it really makes you feel like, whenever you have doubts about yourself or your life and what's going on in your life, she really makes you feel like you are a badass, and don't you ever forget that. So that is my favorite book right now. My favorite sport to watch is football. I used to really be into fantasy football, and it is absolutely my favorite sport to watch. I would say basketball after football, but football is like a joy for me. Even though I haven't watched it in a few years, I'm getting back into it, and I love football. Love, love, love. The next question is, what would you sing at karaoke night? And that is so funny because I've just had 2 really exciting karaoke nights in the past few months. But anything Beyonce is always a go, because for me, when it comes to karaoke, I am more gonna dance than sing. So anything Janet Jackson or Beyonce, I'm going for it. Next question is, what makes you laugh the most? And I don't know if I can do this while putting on this lash. So what makes me laugh the most, I think, are inappropriate jokes. Now hear me out. When I say inappropriate jokes, I mean just things that people wouldn't normally say in front of a crowd because they're afraid of how people would react. Just something that is just like, oh my God, did they just say that? That's me. And those are the things that I find to be the funniest. And this eyelash is really, really bothering me. So I'm gonna step away for a second and figure it out. This is what I get for putting lashes on top of lashes. But my extensions are falling out and I'm not getting them done again until they're all gone. So that's why I decided to give a little extra lash for the day. Okay, back to the questions. Next question is, what is your favorite color? And I would say that my favorite color is green. I do have color phases where I'm just like, I'm wearing all black, or I'm wearing all yellow, or I'm wearing this or that, or I like a lot of colors, but in general, I always gravitate to green. I did actually forget to answer a question when I was answering the question about what my name is. There was another question which said, what does your name mean? So Ifoma, as I said, is my Nigerian given name, and it means good thing. There is where my brand name comes from, Good Thing Lifestyle. So I have a few different brands under the umbrella of Good Thing Lifestyle, which will be coming soon. And that's what it means. It means a good thing. The next question is, what phone do you have? And like I did say, I am an iPhone head. I do have an iPhone 13. I usually try to keep up with the newest phone because I do use my phone for my content. So yeah, iPhone, always, forever. Another question is, are you often sarcastic? I am absolutely sarcastic. I'm way too sarcastic. I'm annoyingly sarcastic sometimes. So the answer to that is yes. The next question is, what inspires you? And I would say my younger self. I was a person that did not believe in myself growing up. I did not believe myself to be worthy of good things. I did not believe myself to be loved or liked or good enough for anything or anyone. And that has most certainly changed over the years. I most certainly have a lot more healing to do. But in general, I have grown so much, and my younger self would be so proud. My younger self wouldn't even think that I would be here today. So I am definitely inspired by my younger self, and wanting to inspire any young person that may have grown up with the thoughts and the feelings that I did of not being good enough, and being able to overcome that, because it's just not true. So I absolutely could not see, but I think I did pretty okay with my makeup for today. And I think I did pretty okay with the questions. They were kind of all over the place. I do want to be more prepared with questions. I do want to answer questions that you guys want answers to. So I would love if you left me a comment and let me know what it is that I did not answer. I thank you for coming here. If this is not your first time here, I thank you so much for your support and for coming back to my channel. I'm definitely going to have another video out soon. Again, Sundays and Wednesdays I've been very committed to. So we'll talk soon. 10:30, no later than drop them drawers. I know what you are.